My lawn. Hi, my name is Margie. I'm Hioka, empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Oh, my lawn. I've said that since like the mid 80s. Oh, my lawn. If you grew up in Northern California and earshot of B94 FM radio, you probably woke up listening to the sound bite. Oh, my lawn. Oh, my lawn. Oh, my lawn. I've said ever since. It's stuck with me because I'm that weird kid that gets stuck on things and things get stuck on and we just get stuck and we evolve around something for an idea. We orbit around something, learn all about it, and either we take it on or that ain't for me. I had a pretty okay day, helping just trying to help the time go by. It's cool. It was real, and I'm grateful it was unseasonably cold today. Watched The Last Airbender. I've been watching that other series. Somebody recommended it, the cartoon one, and then I watched the live action one this morning, and it's cool because it came out the same year that Tangled came out, talking about the Rona-virus and that movie Tangled. Michael from the Peace Dealer pointed that out, and I just like to point out that the Last Airbender came out that same year, prefacing the division, the split, the belief system. Are you going to buy into the old fairy tale? Or are you going to go into the new one where you got superpowers? I got the ability of telekinesis. Get it from my mom. She gets it too. I can knock a lighter off your hand. It's pretty freaky cool. I do it with people that I'll done it for a couple people. So I play around with it, but I see movies like The Last Airbender and then I think about, because I always was playing around in nature because people never wanted me around. I always had too much energy. They just thought I was a little weirdo. So it's just like, get away from me, go away, kid, you bug me, including my mom. Anybody that knows me for any long, it's like I'm good in small doses. That's why it takes so long for me to get my tube to grow. Not that I think that it's nothing. It's just fine the way it is. But on storylines, when you think about what it could be, in the what if realm, it's grown slow, and that's just because, that's how true things grow, nice and slow and organic. And I see breed potential and energy all the time, and the things that flash in, flash out, and that makes me think of fireworks. And I fucking hate fireworks. I fucking hate fireworks. I hate your fireworks. I wish you'd take your fireworks. Because you see the people that love going to the firework and I love fireworks. You know what it is? You love the vibration of the crowd and the excitement of the crowd. That's what you like. For people like me, the sensitive, the twitchy, the post-traumatic stress disorders, reorders, out of orders, and different orders. See, because everybody gets it. The people that don't have it just haven't gotten it yet. So some of us did the storyline where we just wanted to take care of our family, and we did the last ditch effort. So we went into the military and we did what we had to do. And a lot of that entailed killing innocent people. Yeah, and civilians don't like hearing that. No, because they want to look at the people, their American troops as heroes. And the fact is we were just doing our job, and you made us, orders. We were following our orders. And people have free will, and it's just like, God, you put their nuts in a vice, and they just do stuff, and then they realize the stuff that they're what they're capable of doing, and then you still, because they create these made up conflicts, and then they go in and do this and wreak havoc in these countries that are like no bigger than like Indiana and freaking Illinois put together and stuff like that, and people don't think of it in terms as like their homeland. We go over there and we blow stuff up, but that's all right because we paid ourselves that much money to help rebuild, But do you think about all the civilians civilian life that was lost, all the karma that was racked up in Operation Desert Storm, Vietnam. I mean, year after year after year, engagement after engagement of just shit and bullshit. And then every time they make one of these conflicts, then they have us come home, have everybody come home and celebrate with the booms that remind, and the bangs that remind, and the explosions that just trigger. And then they drink, and then they consume, and they take pills that the doctors give them so they can get rich, so they just numb them out, so they just don't react to anything, not even the good stuff in life anymore. Because what is good? When there's these storylines that are imposed, and these people that go on celebrating the storylines. What did the colonists do to begin with? Came over, took some shit that didn't belong to them, and now they're getting the karma some 500 years later, bitches. That's what's happening. This is all karma. You know? The family lines, your ancestry, your DNA is just shooken. I can't. Just all of your ancestors before you are lining up, going, how the fuck did you let this happen? All the bureaucrats in D.C. that pay them, that are millionaires, to create cognitive dissonance, just like the actors in Hollywood are paid millionaires to get people to escape reality. When that's all politicians do is create a false sense of reality to make themselves richer. Because to psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, power is all that matters. Money is all that matters. People never matter. People will never count to them. They will never see people as people. They won't do it. They're soulless. They've sold their soul. They have no spirit. If people give a shit about frickin' us veterans so fucking goddamn much, why don't you pay extra for the real quiet fireworks? And not only will I not be traumatized, but neither were my rescue dogs too. 'Cause you know, it's pretty awful to see what these explosions do to dogs. Have you ever seen a dog go through a double plate glass window because of the terror? But how many people love their fireworks? I love my fireworks every year, and I used to participate. I hated it. I used to show up and go to things, and then I just stopped going, because I'm just like, it's just another waste of money. There's a guy that did it north of Omaha every year, had his own private fireworks show. I'm surprised the cops never shut it down, really, but he probably knows the guy, and that's how everybody gets by, you know? But it's just like, if people really cared, they'd start doing the shit that would help people, and not the shit that frickin' just keeps frickin' helping with their stock options, because where's the frickin' spirit in that? Aries or ego, please after you. That's what I'm learning in this incarnation is Aries. I'm Aries sun, all ego. And that's the shadow side of us. People like to say, you're so selfish. You're so selfish. Well, sometimes, 10 days, I live for freaking 5 other beings, So, like, on the 10th day, I might get mom a good meal for takeout to save me from making a meal. If that's selfish, then yeah, I'm selfish. Stuff like that, I mean, people's definition of selfish is just weird. I mean, these policy makers pay themselves literally thousands of dollars a month to not really do much of anything. I mean, it's just insanity. So what I'm learning in this incarnation is how to be selfless. Because I got the ego part down the first part of my life. The second part is I'm trying to learn how to be more selfless. I'm never going to do 100%. I'm never going to be perfect because I'm a freaking human being. I'm a spirit having a human experience. Nonetheless, I'm a human, and And humans just freaking can't seem to just always live in spirit. The ego has to dip in. And the thing about it is what people are figuring out about the energy of the controller and then the spectator, the person that's just like, oh, let's create and make good things in life, you know, and then the controller's like, no, this is the way it needs to be. No, there's enough for everybody, and there's a way for everyone. No, there's hierarchy and the caste system, and there's tiers, and I am above you, and you. Those are the two ideologies: service to self or service before all others. You know, all this, these parts in aspects that each and every single one of us have in ourselves. We're rectifying. Can we live with that selfishness anymore? Can we really live with it? And a lot of people are figuring out they don't want to live with it. You know, billionaires have put money in freaking poor people's hands. I mean, God, there's so much. You know, the fucking guy that owned the donut shop a couple blocks from here, Day Night Donuts, he used to own it. That was his side gig because, you know, down in Albany, they have rocket factories. That's what they do, is they build these factories of these killing machines, and they put them in these small rural areas so your dads and your uncles work there, and they're just good old guys, you know. And then they make more money than God because they work there for 20, 30, 40. I think he worked there 40 years, you know, just telling people how to make arsenals, bombs, you know, so you can, you know, fill up the cargo ships and go over and kill people. And this guy would tout. He has a car, an old coupe that he goes around to the car shows and stuff. Oh, this is my car I bought with my blood money. You know, that's what a lot of these guys do with their, you know, oil is the same thing. Car show, same mentalities, freaking egomaniacs, man. They all do the same thing, like little 12-year-old girls and their trophies and stuff. Touts about how, you know, that's why all the construction workers suck, and they don't got no reputation because they always chase the money. This guy, you know, was bragging about how he wanted a 1,000-foot shop built for his son, called the local construction company. They said it'd be a couple weeks, and he was like, well, that's too bad because I have $1,000 in my pocket right now if somebody showed up tomorrow. Guess what? Everybody else gets put on hold. You know, it's that good old boy shit, you know, and the world that needs to step into its integrity. I feel like that's what's happening. We have the opportunity to make it happen, but it's not going to happen unless people start freaking taking accountability for themselves. That's what I'm trying to do in my life. I don't do it 100% every day, and I'm going to make mistakes. But every day I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep trying. And I'm going to do my daily disciplines. Meditation. I got to do about an hour and 20 minutes today. It's pretty cool. But it was cool watching that, you know, air, water, earth, fire. The 4 elements. People are remembering that we're all of these things. We're all air, water, earth, and fire. The spark is our heart. The air is our breath. Water, we're 70% water. Less than 30% is earth. This same cell, you know. We're our own cosmos. And people make their own hell on their own personal earth, and then they feel bad, and then they take that hell and reflect it out into the world. Enough's enough. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.